Hey, what's up? So I just recently, a couple hours ago or so, completed uh, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I have a bunch of notes. I just started taking them because, like, I was as I was playing the game more and more, I was like, man, I want to talk about this. It's cool stuff. Um, been playing a few games recently. Played a bit of the beta for Marvel Rivals, which I like, and then Diablo 4 new season just started yesterday. I had a couple things that I could talk about, but I wanted to start with Lego, and I wanted to show you some stuff. This was some stuff I was thinking about because I was writing down notes, and I was like, man, there's so much going on in this game. I don't want to write all that out. And I was like, oh, you know what? I could just show it at least, because like I'm not a hardcore Lego fan. Like I've played them before. I've never the only Lego game I've ever completed was Lego City Undercover, which is a little different than most Lego games. It's like an open world GTA, except where you play the good guy. It's funny. That's a fun game. But anyways, you get a lot of characters normally in these Lego games. I forgot. This might break. I hope it doesn't break. I ran into some issues while streaming this game. It kept crashing OBS, and I was like, that is so weird. Anyways, let me see what I had here. One thing that this game reminded me, because it's all the movies in one, which they did before. I was thinking about playing the original one too, but I had tried it before and I was not into it. But I think I just wasn't in the mood for it at the time too. One sec. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be in a moment here. I'm gonna tab into the game and then it's gonna tab itself out. It might crash OBS. So hopefully it doesn't. Anyways, we'll find out. One thing that this game reminded me of. So I never played the original one, the original like series or whatever. I read the reviews. I saw some people, said this one was not as good, but with better graphics, and I was like, well, that makes sense, I guess. I had a lot of fun with it. Right now, I'm going. I beat the campaign, but I'm going through and just going back and doing all the little collectible stuff for the heck of it, for fun. I have a lot of characters unlocked, man. It's really cool. I'll actually show you that. I was gonna start with my notes first, but you know what? I have to press a button. It's gonna tab out, and then I can go back in, and hopefully OBS will continue recording that. So that's what when I was streaming, it kept crashing every time I would tab out or whatever. Anyway, I was about to start playing too. I forgot what I was doing. I was about to start freaking playing the game. So I should land. Whatever. I didn't know until like really close to beating the entire game that you could actually customize like each of these characters. I just didn't bother trying it or anything. I assumed this extra bar right here was just like forced campaign characters or whatever. And then this one was the one you could change. You can change them all though. And that I also didn't realize they could change to the different class types. Like these are basically classes. Like in an RPG. Like all these over here: Jedi, Hero, Scavenger, Scoundrel, Bounty Hunter. Let me make sure this is gonna suck, because I want to make sure it's okay. It's capturing, but now it's gonna tab out on me again. Anyways, I didn't do it. All right, that's weird. So yeah, you have the different class types. Which I didn't really understand for a while, because when you start the game, you don't have like everything unlocked and whatever. So there's a bunch of collectible stuff that you can't get early on and whatever. But yeah, so early on, one of the upgrades I got, man, stupid. It was so funny. I was like, I want to find all the secret stuff, as quickly as possible. So I kept upgrading this collectible detector thing. And my screen was just loaded with just highlights everywhere to go, get collectibles and stuff. and I couldn't do half of them. Couldn't do half of them because I didn't have the right characters unlocked yet and stuff. So for a long time I didn't realize you could actually deactivate it. It has press a button and you can deactivate it, and then whatever, you can activate it and deactivate it, which is pretty cool. So I finally ended up deactivating it, but that was annoying because my screen was always freaking overloaded. You got different spaceships that you can pick from. I unlocked the opportunity to get a capital ship. I just did that for the first time. It's a side mission. Side mission had me do this like boss of a capital ship that cost 2 million to unlock. So I'm like, all right. I bought a bunch of characters and stuff. I could have had this like right away. Oh crap. Alright, let me make sure that, oh, whoops. I just wanted to make sure that OBS wasn't being weird again. Anyway, so you got all these classes, you got upgrades for them, like skill types, skill trees basically, but I would say like I couldn't care less about most of them. Most of them. I just started buying some for the heck of it. I was like, oh, I guess I'll use that, like whatever. I do kind of like the dark side and the Jedi ones, but none of them are like super major important. They're decent. The core upgrades have been my favorite so far, kind of. I mean, yeah, there's a mix, whatever. But anyways, yeah. So I finally just earlier today customized this bar. Like these are all characters that I picked here. I finally was like, oh crap! I didn't realize I could customize like literally every one. I think it's mainly the keyboard controls have made it a little funky for me. I just get a little bleh. But anyways, yeah, you can actually pick any of these class types for these different slots, and it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so a lot of at least half, or if not more, of the collectibles in the game require you to be further into the game to unlock like certain classes and whatever. Adam. Let's go ahead and see these characters yet. I'm doing like a little bit of side content and stuff. So some of them you unlock like instantly from whatever missions and story and stuff. The characters will unlock and you get them right away, like to playable. But some of them unlock for you to purchase them. So it's weird. But I thought I bought this one. That's funny. The Rancor. I thought I bought it. I bought Jabba the Hutt. Dude. It's funny seeing Jabba in game, man. It's hilarious, dude. But yeah, so anyways, so I'm not sure how exactly it decides what and what. But some of the characters you get for free right away, wouldn't have to do the story or whatever, and then others you unlock the the option to purchase them. I've purchased several so far. Not a lot though. I haven't been like super rich. Hoping to get there, man. I got a lot of stuff to buy, dude. Anyways, I really dig the class stuff, man. And there's a lot of characters. Some of them have multiple costumes, not all of them. They have little dots underneath the portrait to show if they have different skins, right? And yeah, like less than half of them have that option, which is kind of crappy, but it makes sense too. It's also weird, whatever. It's cool though, like it's cool. It's a cool game, man. I dig it. I had a lot of fun playing it. Oh yeah, so I wanted to show that. Hopefully, I don't want to do this and break OBS again, man. Let me see something here real quick. Yeah, I wanted to show the character selection stuff because it's pretty cool. I like that. Actually, I didn't realize there was a class system. Like I said, I hadn't really played too deep in many Lego games. So this was kind of funny to see like all these classes in the game, and I'd seen that the game mechanic done before in previous games where you have to be a certain character to do a certain thing or whatever, but like I like the class system they got going on. It's kind of funny, man. It's cool. Anyways, I most man, I went through the story so much. That was another reason why I have so much more to do in the game, which is cool though. I tried. I mean, I did do a lot of collectibles while playing through the story, but when you play like story missions, you can't change your characters for the puzzle stuff. Like if you're on an actual like story mission, you're locked in. So yeah, it's kind of funny. So you know, most of that's gonna force you to replay, anyways. But you don't have to replay the campaign. It's weird. It's their free play system is weird because it was taking me through the cinematic stuff too. So I was like, okay. The reason I was mentioning that, I forgot, was because there's a lot of cinematics in this. There's so much cinematic, man. That's crazy. That's pretty good though. Like, and it's entertaining. I was funny because like I forgot. It reminded me. I was like, oh man, just because it's so much shorter compared to the movies and stuff. The story, anyways, the cinematics and stuff. There. They shorten the story so much, right? So I'm playing this and I'm like, man, it really points out how bad the stories are in the newer movies. Mostly I liked them. I was entertained, you know. Episode 3 is still my favorite just because I don't know, I thought the dude that plays Anakin did really good on going from like sweet and innocent to murderous, super crazy evil. Yeah, no, I thought he did a great job, and the story was good. But anyways, it was, well, you know, better than the other ones. But they're generally like kind of bad, especially like 7, 8, 9. I thought it was funny too because like I like 8 and 9 more than 7, but they're all kind of just rehashes of 4, 5, and 6. They're just like they're the same movie but with like different characters. So it's like, okay, what the heck? Anyways, that reminds me. It was another thing I was thinking about. I was like, this. Who would this game be for if it's not going to be for Star Wars fans? You know, like it's weird. I was thinking about it, like, who would it be for? It's like for real. Who? It's a kid. It's a kids game. It's for kids. How, you know, like the audience that this is intended for is really young. They're familiar with Star Wars. Like, I don't. It's just strange. But anyways, it's cool though. Let me see. A lot of space combat. I was surprised by how much space combat there is in the game. Kind of funny, man. Yeah, it's cool, and it's all simple and basic because it's a kids game. It's pretty fun, but impressive too for like a kids game, man. A lot of it's very funny. Also silly, like slapstick, cutesy, humor type stuff. Not my favorite, but like, you know, that's cool. Cool for kids and all. As far like from what I could tell, it's definitely you know, kid stuff. I'm skimming my notes real quick because I already said some of the stuff without even reading my notes. Oh yeah, so not for players that are interested in learning the story for the first time, yeah, because it's all reference. It's all like reference material that you would recognize. Yeah, so it's because it wouldn't be a good story by itself. That's why I was like, man, those movies were pretty bad. Entertaining. I liked them. Like I loved Leia flying through space after she, you know, I thought that was cool, man. And then dude, the Luke part was disappointing against the big freaking army. It was so disappointing. I was like, what? It was okay, you know. It wasn't as cool as I would have wanted it to be. Anyways, overall, the game was super cool, fun, and had a lot of epic moments. Yeah, Yeah, no, they like even like gameplay wise, there was really cool level stuff. Like just it was cool. The environments were cool. Puzzles are fun. Uh, for kids, you know, like they're for kids. They might be a little too simple, but I was trying to think of like the age group, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think it's fair. I don't know. It probably could go a little bit, but it depends, dude. Some of them are a little bit more advanced, I guess. You know, for the younger audience. Anyways, Masa, I think everything I had to say about that game so far. Might have had a couple random thoughts to go along with that, but anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.